YouTube. There we go. And we're live. There we go. We're live, just like that. Cool. It should all be good. Got the chat up on my screen as well, and I can move it over to the 3 when Tom joins. It all looks good to me. I've actually got a blue shirt on today as well. Like I said last time, I forgot because of how rushed about I was. I've actually got a blue shirt on today. Actually got the game on in the background for the start of the game instead of 15 minutes in. I'm going to tweet it out a bit then. And we'll wait for people to join. So I'll copy all that. What do you think of the team?
The Blues?
Yeah.
It's strange, isn't it?
It is strange, especially when we've been like kind of in a decent run of form recently. Well, like I say decent run of form, you know what I mean? We actually won 2 games in recent times.
We haven't lost in that period where we've started playing that, playing that way, and then he's decided to change it all again. So it's like, I don't know, it feels a bit inconsistent at times.
It almost feels like he's scared of Barnsley.
He did that, didn't he? Because we lost 2-1, was it, when we played him at home?
Yeah, I can't remember actually.
Yeah, Hogan scored and then they got 2 late goals.
Right.
It was pretty scrappy actually, I remember that.
It's just, I hate how slow my laptop goes when I'm live. It's mental. Fuck it, that's good enough. And we'll put it on Discord as well. And then close that, and then we should be good. Have we got anyone in the chat yet? That is the question. I'm going to get up on my I've got to say on my TV, on my computer as well.
Up the fucking Blues, that's what I like to see.
So we get in those comments already. Love to see it. Cool. Load up the stream on my computer just so I know it's all going well. If you're wondering, by the way, what that little weird motion is in between us at the bottom, it's where the time was. It's where the time was going to go from our blue stream. That's what that is. If it was wondering what that is. Up the Blues indeed. We I reckon the team makes absolutely no sense here. We were just saying that, but the manager knows best. That's what I keep telling myself. Cool, and we're good. We're good until Tom joins as well. I'll make sure I keep an eye out. The other Tom, we've got 2 Toms. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for when he joins, so we can get him in the stream. So say again, sorry.
We've got a few Toms.
Is there a few Toms?
Yeah, we've got me. We've got the 2 Toms on the podcast as well.
Oh, fuck it out. That's crazy.
It's a bit common though.
I haven't actually looked at the Barnsley team. Oh, I saw it, but I didn't look at it properly. So I'm gonna go get that up now and have a look and have a think about that. Barnsley, because I know there's a couple of players that I recognise. That's definitely more recognisable than the Huddersfield team, in my opinion. So go on, carry on.
Have they got that Alex Moat we were?
Yeah. So he's their captain. He's been doing unreal for them recently. I was looking at the scores earlier, and he scored a couple of goals recently. With a long throw in there for Barnsley, and Blues get it away in the first few minutes. Yeah, so Callum Styles, he's a very good player. Obviously, like you said, Alex Moat, Corley Woodrow as well is a decent player. Again, he's one of those ones similar to Halilovic. I know him because of career mode on FIFA. Remember 1 year, Woodrow absolutely smashed it for me on career mode. Do you want to try and time it again, or what? I'm on 1 minute 38, 9, 40. Ah, cool, nice. That's what I'd like to hear. Another long throw in here for Barnsley. It's been just them attacking in these first couple minutes. Blues again tried to get it clear, but they haven't got it clear just yet, and Gardner hooks it out. Oh my lord, it's a touchdown by Hogan, but it just goes past Pedersen, and we managed to get it back there. It's all good.
You can tell where Mark Roberts is at that long throw from.
Yeah, I forgot he used to play for Barnsley, yeah. Well, that's a good ball over the top to Hogan. No, it isn't. Never mind. The angle confused me a little bit there, I think. There's a good effort there. Their keeper looks quite young, doesn't he?
You need to check the Barnsley team, otherwise
I should have got a drink before the stream started. I thought I started setting stuff up at about 1:30, and I was like, oh, I've got plenty of time, and it just goes, man. It just disappears. Oh, that's a great play from the Barnsley midfield, and the referee, unfortunately for Barnsley, blows the whistle when they definitely could have had an advantage there. It does look like that. I couldn't tell if it was just the lighting or not. It kind of looked like cornrows for a second. I was like,
yeah. I think it's similar. I think he sort of battered it along the back of his head there.
Crazy that. Barnsley with a free kick just in the middle third. Obviously going to play it long. Blues try to get it clear, and they do. And now, who's that? And now it's Harper running away with the ball. That's decent play from Harper, getting down the line and winning a free kick in the end. Very beautiful play from Harper to get away there. Mark Harland. So is it 5-3-2? It looks like it, mate. Well, yeah, I'd say from the tweet and from the way we started, it definitely looks like 5-3-2. Definitely looks that way, mate. Palmer. Who's that Palmer in midfield for them as well? I feel like I recognise him.
Did he?
No.
For Fulham at one point?
I think I was thinking of Casey Palmer. No, it's a guy called Romal Palmer.
Oh, right.
Is that who you were thinking of? Was that Casey Palmer?
Yeah.
It's a ball in by Blues to the back post, headed in, nowhere dangerous though, and now Barnsley come away with the ball for a counter attack, and they played it through the middle. Luckily, I think that was Ivan Sunic was back and plays a nice safe pass back to Etheridge. It's been quite a good start to the game, to be honest. Like, I mean, not for Blues. I mean, like action wise, it's been quite it's been quite exciting game so far. Hey, how you doing, Donnelly? Good to see more faces in here. Up to 22 viewers. It's a very good start to the stream. I've only just noticed there was 9 a second ago. It's just shot at the 22. That's great play by Valerian. He's brought it down just outside the area, and Blues have a free kick near the byline on the right hand side. That was a great play from Valerie to get to that ball first. Yeah, we should have someone else joining us soon. Tom Oxend, another member of the Blues Focus. No Bella. I know it's meant to know. You know what? That's just. I didn't even realise. I didn't even think about that. No Bella or Sanchez. Because when I saw the team, my main thought was just like 5-3-2. Like I don't really get it. Didn't even clock that Bella and Sanchez weren't starting when they're our best two players. The only thing you can say is that maybe a bit of fatigue has set in there, but because they have played a lot recently.
Do you believe he favours wingers? Because I can't really remember where he played wingers at Borough or even Forest.
It's a good ball. Oh, it's a great ball. That's a great ball from Garner on the right hand side, and Dean really should have done better with that. He had a free header, and he heads it just wide of the post. Let's see how wide it was now. Literally a couple centimetres wide there. That is a golden chance for Harley Dean. Yeah, he definitely should, really. I mean, in regards to the wingers, I think I seem to remember people mentioning that he liked 4-2-3-1 before he joined us, and because I remember being happy about that because I like 4-2-3-1. I think it's a very fun formation to watch.
Very modern, isn't it?
Yeah, and I seem to remember people saying that was his favourite formation. So I think he must have played wingers a bit when he was at Borough and stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. That was a golden chance for Blues there. So that's the first real chance for into Blues, which is a good sign, really. To at least we're making a chance. That's a foul there. Definitely could have had the advantage, but we'll take it. What's your prediction? We haven't done a prediction or anything. In the chat as well, let us know your predictions for the game. What do you think? What do you think, mate?
I'm going to go with a solid 1-0.
1-0, nice. Definitely more optimistic than me. Do you know what? After that, we started quite well, I'd say. Obviously, it's only 7 minutes, and it's hard to judge. But it's been like end-to-end stuff, and we've had the better chance so far. I'm going to say, I think my head's saying 2-1 to Barnsley, and as much as I hate that, my head is saying like that we're going to lose here because they've won their last 6, which is insane, really. Yeah, exactly. But I think my head's saying 2-1 to Barnsley, but my heart is going to say. I really don't know. I really don't know. Buffering. Let me know if you go really far behind what it says on the stream, because we'll have to get it in sync. 8 minutes and 8, 9, 10, 5. Are you going to try refreshing it, or do you want me to pause it, or?
I'll try refreshing.
Okay. Let me know you're on. Oh, you're ahead of me. You're like a second ahead of me now, so that'll do.
I don't know how this works.
It is mental. Who is I think they're focusing on Barnsley's manager right now. Who is that? I'm not actually sure.
He used to play for Bayern Munich. I can never remember.
Oh, really? Oh, crazy! I don't think I've heard of him. Well, formation opinion, I can't tell. I think we think it's 5-3-2. I think looking at the players who got on the pitch and that, it looks like 5-3-2, and the way we've started in this game definitely looks like 5-3-2. Oh, okay. So he's obviously doing decent for them. Head says 2-0, Heart says 1-0. I like that. I think we will get a goal today. I think we will get a goal today. It's just about if we'll get more than them. That's my only worry. That's great play from Valeriad's unlucky there. Trying to play it through to Jukovic, just can't slide it through, and Barnsley can away the ball and hoof it long, and win a throw in on the left hand side of Blues' third. Another long throw in here. Like you said, you can definitely see where Mark Roberts learned his tricks. It's insane how well Barnsley are doing this season, really. Because I think we were saying it in the last stream, weren't we? We touched on it a bit. That's a good save by Etheridge there. It was a chance there for Barnsley. It fell to them in the box. I think it was offside anyway. But Etheridge didn't know that, and it was a nice save, well done to his right hand side. As much as that was offside, it's pretty awful defending from us, isn't it?
It's trying to deal with the first ball, I reckon, we struggled.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that first ball when we struggle with that, and then it bounces around the box, and it just can't. It's like the Luton goal. It was absolutely dreadful, that goal. Long throw in. Our defenders just couldn't deal with that first ball, and they managed to get a shot off, and it fell to one of the other players, which was just so frustrating.
Which is bizarre because Gary Gardner nearly taking a tumble there.
I know, yeah. Do you not think that's a foul there? Or that should be a foul? Yeah. Because it literally pushing him off the pitch, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Thomas Oxton has entered the waiting room, so I'll let him join. Hopefully he joins in a sec. There we go. So we'll get Tom in it. Yeah. So it's going to mess everything up right now.
Right.
You're right.
It's teeing this up. Sorry, I'm late, guys.
It's alright.
Oh,
There we go. Alright, it hasn't messed it up that much. That's alright. Cool, so he's now got Tom Oxon joining. Oh god, don't want to do that. Tom Oxon joining us as well. Oh no, it's messing everything up.
Oh no.
Nah, it's not too bad, There we go.
Just looking at that Jukovic incident then, I don't know whether you were looking at that then. So the referee's gone over to him because obviously he's pushed Collins has fallen over the back.
Yeah.
But the Gardner incident wasn't even a word in at all, it was just completely like...
It's mental, isn't it? Yeah. See, that's the thing, is that as much as that, it wasn't like I say it wasn't dangerous play, but he pushed him like while he was running at speed. He could, if there was something in the way there, he could have hurt himself. I mean, if it was the other way around, then I wouldn't be saying it was a foul for them, to be honest. So.
It would just be taking it.
Zoom 2. I know this looks like crap right now. I'm very sorry to everyone on the stream. Tom's run off anyway. Okay, we can move this down. So if you're wondering how these streams are done, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. You literally just move it about and hope for the best. There you go. Hopefully,
The inside scoop.
yeah. Hopefully, perfect. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That. There we go. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that worked out. So easy. So good there by Valerie. What do you reckon? How are you, Tom? Anyway.
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, man. What do you reckon the score is going to be today? I know we're 13 minutes in, but
My brain says 3-1 Barnsley or 2-1 Barnsley, and my heart says 1-0 Blues. So we'll
nice.
see. We'll see.
I think we're getting a lot of that. We're getting a lot of the brain says I lost, the heart says I win today.
Yeah, definitely. I like the fact that we're playing two up top, despite playing 5 at the back.
Mm.
I think there's positives and negatives to the setup. But it didn't work well when we played against Millwall. However, it's not an identical lineup.
Yeah.
However, you can look at games this season, especially away from home, where we played this kind of style. Luton away, got a solid point. Preston away, good win. It has worked at times, but very, very few times. So let's hope another one of those few times this system works today. So we'll see.
I'm just going to turn you both up a little bit because I think someone said that they can't hear you, but you're definitely showing up on the audio. I think it's just you're a bit quiet.
Yeah.
That's better. No, that's much better. There we go. I just turned it up a little bit on my end, and that's a lot better.
Nice one.
Cool. I think I'll turn it down a little bit now.
What are you actually using to stream?
Streamlabs OBS. That's what I've been using. So. I think it was what you were going to do, wasn't it, Tommy? I think you were going to use Streamlabs OBS when we did it the first time.
Yeah. I've just had problems with my computer in general. Trying to use it just to hit stream would just be impossible. So. Yeah,
I'm glad to be honest, I'm glad it's worked, because I was thinking with all the stuff that's going on with the Zoom call, with the different window captures and that, watching the Blues game as well. I need an Ethernet cable, so I'm glad I got that. But it's the RAM as well. I was scared that it wouldn't have enough RAM, because I think mine's only 8 gigabytes, and I want to upgrade it. But
shit, Coventry are 1-0 up against Derby.
you took the volume on 2 times. It seems fine from my end. Oxland, can you say something? Just say hello.
Hello, shit on the Villa.
There you go. And then Kelsall, can you do the same?
Good evening.
Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine from my end.
A lot more polite.
So I'm not sure. It's a ball in from Gardner. Decent ball that. It's falling to front of the back post. He's gonna knock it in. Jukovic going up for that. Is he gonna fall to someone on the edge? It's gonna be offside on Jukovic. If you want to try and sync your game with us, Tom. What minute it was?
I have no idea how to do that.
What? Oh, it's just. I was going to say, what second are you on right now?
Good question. I'll go over and check on the telly. I've got 2 laptops running at the time.
You can't hear me.
You are?
What are people on about? You should be able to. I'm looking at the thing right now. You should be able to hear all of us. I'm very confused. Oh, my volume's too high. Okay, that's fine.
I'm on 1542.
42. Oh, you're a bit ahead of us then. Oh, my volume is really high. Jesus, sorry. Sorry, guys. Right, there we go. Is that better? That looks way better. There we go. Is that better? It's the first time we've had all 3 of us, and we've used. Oh my lord. Yeah, first time we've had all 3 of us, so it would make sense that they have a bit of problems. Let us know if that's okay. Because that should be better now. I didn't realise my mic was up so high.
Right, there you
So being what was it again? Video analyst or video scout, Tom?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
I'm a video scout.
Yeah.
Aside from the Blues focus stuff.
So who do you reckon are the dangerman for Barnsley?
Well, I mean it's quite an easy question. I think Alex Mowat is a particular danger man for them. Joe, I was talking to two lads from the Reds Report the other day on Opposition View, and they pointed out young lad Britain, who they got from MK Dons, been on hot form for them recently.
Okay.
Creating a lot from the middle going forward. And obviously, I think Cauley Woodrow is naturally a very dangerous player. But they've had a few strikers in form recently, Barnsley, and they actually like to do this, especially in the second half. They like to switch like for like their forward three,
Okay.
and bring on another forward three. They've done it in their last few games, and that's why they keep winning. Completely throws off sides, because it's a lot to handle. You know, three different attackers. You have to plan for virtually 6 players. And it can just become stressful for defences. So, no, I think obviously they've got their particular wellish known players, but I think Britain goes under the radar definitely, and one that needs to be looked at. But their system is so fascinating to watch.
Yeah, that's good analysis. It literally, it's good to have because I wouldn't know any of that. It's good to have someone who can explain that sort of stuff.
I had a watch of the Opposition View the other day. Actually, I watched it, and the blokes on there, the people you were talking with, they have got the best accents I think I've ever heard in my life. They are so northern, it's amazing.
Yeah, do you know what, the one who surprised me was Carlo. I'm assuming he's Italian, but I'm not too sure. It was a weird mixture of Italian and Yorkshire. But no, the other lad, Steve, was Yorkshire through and through. I think you could tell.
Still in there. There was a bit of a heart attack moment then when the ball bounced about. Did you see that then when it hit off Harper? And I thought the Barnsley attacker was going to get that before Etheridge, but luckily it just went to Etheridge instead. Looks like Blue's going to take another long throw here.
Have you sorted out the audio now?
Yeah. The problem was that my mic was too high. Way too high. So people couldn't hear you two, because when I spoke it was like killing their ears.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here for this stuff, because that's the sort of stuff I can't do.
Do you know?
In all honesty.
It's another foul. Do you know what? I wouldn't have known this about a year ago. I started streaming in lockdown, the first lockdown.
Fair enough.
So I only used OBS by accident because my PS4 camera wouldn't work. So.
That's handy though.
Yeah, it's good to know. It's good to know this sort of stuff for these sort of things.
Definitely. John, I need a drink. I'll be back in a sec, lads.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I need to get a drink as well, but I'll wait until Tom gets back before I run off and get one. I won't leave you on your own. Oh, God's sake, Hogan. That's a good tackle from him there, fair play to him. Hogan losing the ball there, but coming back, a nice little slide tackle in there, and then Blues play it out wide. Valley tries to pass it first time, an absolutely awful pass. Oh really? I didn't know that. Is that a definite? Is that confirmed, Mark? Have you seen that, Tommy?
All Prem sides going to have 10,000 in their final games. Why not the Championship clubs? That's a good point. I didn't know that, but it's a good point. Yeah.
Well, I was about to say maybe it's their stadiums, because on average the stadium sizes are bigger in the Prem, but then it shouldn't matter about average. I was hoping that we'd be able to get the last game or two of the season, because I think if we're still in the relegation scrap at that point, if we're not safe at that point, our fans being back for like a final game or the final 2 games would help us massively.
Massively, definitely.
I don't hold that much hope to return to stadiums.
I don't either, but I think the promises of June 21st were a bit. You know.
It's clearly bollocks. Like, why say, oh yeah, we're extending furlough to September,
Yeah.
and then be like, oh yeah, don't worry, we're all coming out in May and June. Like, no, it's just, it doesn't make sense. But,
It's like it's the same that happened at Christmas anyway. It's like they're saying we could all have Christmas, and it turns out that that we almost went into lockdown before Christmas. Luckily, Birmingham, we were just missed out, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. It's an odd one. I feel like a lot of the time they take the general public to just not notice these things.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Like, in fairness, like they always seem to get back, like win the vote again anyway. So I guess the general public doesn't really they notice it, but never do anything about it.
Yeah, literally.
So
but, hey.
I think it is. I think the thing, what it seems to be, is just keeping us happy. Like, I think if they said, like not until the end of the year or whatever, then the people would be getting annoyed saying just take us out of lockdown and stuff. I think they're just trying to keep us happy and just say, oh yeah, we'll be out by this time, don't worry. And then when it gets to that time, they just say, okay, no, just wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's what I think's happening. Yeah, 100%.
Indeed.
It's a good ball. It's a good switch to Hogan. He's got a bit of time. He looked like he was going to hit that then.
Jamie Vardy against Liverpool a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It's a good tackle, and Blues win the corner. Good bit of play there from Blues.
Yeah, that's another player particularly in form for Barnsley, Mads Anderson. I was told to watch out for him because he had such a poor first season, but since fans have gone and he's not got people on his back, he seems to have improved as a defender. But he's a young lad, so maybe those sort of pressures get into him. I think Barnsley are definitely, kind of talking about lockdown and stuff. I think Barnsley are definitely one of the sides benefiting from not having fans in the stadium. And that's not me saying, oh yeah, your fans are shit. No, that's not the case. It's more just they have a very young squad, and having fans in the stadium is a lot of pressure to handle, especially for younger players. So one of the most interesting things that's come out of the lockdowns is seeing like you don't realise the psychological effects it has on the players playing in front of that many people. You don't realise until it's happened like this. It's mental, and I think that's why actually some of the more senior players have struggled because they're not so used to it, and I think you see some of their motivation dip a little bit, particularly players like Scott Hogan, who likes to play in front of a crowd and struggling not doing so. So no, there's it just swings in roundabouts. Some people it benefits, some people it doesn't. Even if it's just even if it's just home fans that aren't your fans, I think you still relish the atmosphere. Definitely. Whether it was against you or with you. So no, it's just tough for certain players, really.
I think we're definitely one of the clubs that's not benefited from it, unfortunately.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, look at George Friend turning into Ronaldo for a sec.
He always has been.
I'm going to quickly run and get a drink as well, so I'll be 1 second.
We've actually looked pretty comfortable so far.
We do, yeah.
I don't think Barnsley have actually caused us that many problems. You wouldn't think they were a side that's just won 6 on the spin at all. No, I'm quite pleasant, I suppose, or positive with how things have gone so far. Hopefully, this standard maintains.
Yeah. Well, there's that. How do you pronounce his name? Is it DK or Dyke?
DK, yeah. They got him from America.
Where was he before? Was it up somewhere like Orlando or something?
Orlando City, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of their forward three so far. I was expecting a bit more. But then again, as soon as I say that, I'm sure they'll score in like a minute's time.
I was expecting them to have more of the ball.
Oh, 100%, yeah. But in fairness, I think, with the way they play, the pressure they like to apply, I think they're happy to, if they're not on the ball, they're happy to just apply a high pressure on a high line and try and win the ball back high up the pitch and kind of string a fast build-up, quick counter. But a lot of the time, when you're playing a sort of fast build-up style, you have to rely on, your first touch, how well first-time passes are, and Barnsley aren't exactly a side that's going to have extreme amounts of quality to Man City's standard, but just recently it's worked for them. Obviously, we all know that good form can't last forever. So I don't know. It's just not quite sinking for them so far, which is fantastic news for Blues, and we definitely look more comfortable.
Well, you say good form can't last forever. It does seem like bad form can last forever for Blues.
Yeah, that is true. Bad form is a lot more everlasting, so to speak. I think we've been in bad form since 2016. So,
yeah, definitely.
you know, actually, no, I'll say 2017. I'll give us the benefit of the doubt and go 2017.
Turn
did
mine
Zolt
down just
come
a
in?
fraction more. Do you think?
Yeah.
I'll turn it down a fraction more. There you go.
Just as soon as we sack Rowett, really, that's when we'll class as bad form.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that you can literally just single that exact moment out to when it turned.
Exactly. I think we all know where we were the day that happened. I don't know if either of you two lads remember what you were doing at the time it happened, but I certainly can.
Whereabouts were you then?
I was actually in an RE class at the time. I was in 10, and I was just sat in RE. My Aston Villa mate, who sat next to me, was like, "Blues just sat Rowett," and I'm like, "Nah." I thought he was taking a piss because he's a bit of a regular joker. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." I'm like, "Nah, you're having me on." But no, and then I started to see kind of his face go red, and he seemed very serious, and I'm like, "Shit, he might be being serious." So I'm gonna look to be on the safe side. I turn on my phone, all these notifications are there, and I'm like, I can't be asked. I'm just gonna kill myself. I was so annoyed. I broke a pencil at the time. I was so annoyed. I was like, "Why? Why have Blues done this? Why?" I wasn't even surprised. And then my RE teacher was like, "Tom, you all right?" And I'm like, "No, my team has just sacked the best manager we've had in years, but no, that's fine." And she's like, "Oh, right, football, yeah." And they just moved on. That was the end of it. But I remember for the rest of the lesson, I just didn't even want to speak. I was just pissed off.
What do you reckon we'd be doing now if we still had Rowett? Because obviously he went on to Stoke and Millwall, and did he go somewhere else as well? He's done. I don't think he's done amazing there, has he?
Yeah, no, he did well at Derby.
Derby as well, yeah.
Playoffs, which was after Blues, and then after Derby it was Stoke. And I think he wanted to try and replicate what he'd done at Derby, just with a bit more money. So I think that sort of prospect excited him. And then obviously at Millwall, it's kind of just, I suppose, last chance in the Championship a bit for him.
Yeah.
Because you do get few chances in this league to manage, unless you're a Neil Warnock or even a Mick McCarthy, who have the track record. Oh God! Oh no! Okay, no, it's fine. Right, carry on. Anyway, yeah, no, like I'd love to see him back at Blues one day, but I do think he could have left us for a Stoke if the opportunity had come along. But then again, we were virtually in the playoffs when we sacked him.
Yeah.
And you can't sit here and say, "Oh no, we wouldn't have made the playoffs," because you can never know. And you never know who he could have signed in January as well, and really kind of turned around the season.
So
but
thankfully, the corner.
it's a hard one to call, but I do think we'd be a lot better off than we are now. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's because you think about the money that we've spent since we sacked him, and you think about what he did with such a small budget. You've got to think that he would have done something decent with that money.
Yeah. However, Rout was always the type that just didn't like. He liked to buy players and never play them. Greg Stewart.
Sounds like Ranker.
Yeah, Greg Stewart, prime example. Even Che Adams. Like I remember Che Adams under Rowett. He never liked starting him.
Yeah.
He always liked to bench him, bring him on for the last 5 minutes or so. But hey ho. Oh, Solihull Moors are 1-0 down. For fuck's sake. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just one of them. Can't really predict it.
Blues on the edge of the box here. Valerie plays it back to Gardner for the cross. Not the best cross in the world. I think so far in this game. Oh God, that's a rash challenge by George Friend. I think he's going to get booked for that.
Yeah.
I think so far in this game. I think I think if either team's been the better team, I'd say it's us. But it's been pretty much even, hasn't it?
100%, yeah. It's been scrappy, but I'd definitely say Blues would be much happier than Barnsley.
Yeah. There's been many times as well we've had the ball and I've kind of just been like it's just missing that last little bit. When Jukic was down the right trying to play it to Gardner, just didn't get it through, and I think it was Pedersen on the left, and it was just the pass wasn't good enough. It's just missing that last little bit.
Indeed. Yeah, no, I think I've actually been mainly impressed with how we've defended. To be honest, I think we've really contained Barnsley. They're still getting in balls from out wide, but there's no one in there to threaten them because we've limited kind of where they can position themselves in and around that 6-yard box. Because we've got 3 big men in there that are really crunching down the space in quite a kind of tight-knit back 3. So no, it's the game plan so far has worked to perfection. So credit where credit is due for Karanka.
You're saying all this, they've got a long thrower now, and it will just go out the window.
Exactly, yeah. No, maintaining that standard, which is a problem we've had all season. You look at games like Bournemouth, where we were literally on fire for 25-30 minutes, and then as soon as they equalised, it just all went down the bog, really, didn't it? So no, we've all seen that Blues can easily just shut down. However, in fairness, recent games, you look at Huddersfield, we came back from a goal down, QPR, and even Norwich, we equalised, and we've not seen that at all this season until recently. So clearly the team spirit's a bit more up, which is great to see.
There was a bit of a scary moment then, because the ball was just in the box, and I think Sunjic comes behind the Moat there, and Moat drops to the ground. Sunjic wasn't very happy, but I was very scared for a second there, because I thought that could be a penalty. And to answer your question, Danny Hanna, I think if scoring or conceding, I'd say we look more like scoring right now, to be honest. But it's like I say, I think it's mostly been quite even, but I'd say we've just about been the better team. And we've definitely had the better chances, that's for certain.
100%.
With that Harley Dean header, and I think I'm forgetting another one as well, but yeah, that Harley Dean header, I think that was a very good chance, especially for the first few minutes of the game.
I literally saw that header chance as soon as I turned it on. I was like, brilliant. I couldn't see the scoreboard either at the time, so I was like, oh, Blue scored? No. But hey ho.
Very speculative there from Cordy Woodrow trying to volley it from outside the area. He went nowhere near the goal. Did have to see that. Have you got the comments up, Tom?
No, I haven't. But you know what? I'll pop them up now.
Because a couple of questions coming in. Someone's, are we playing an equally high press, lads? Last few games we deployed the high press, however, with the change of shape and lack of wingers, are we pressing as high? And honestly, I don't know how to answer that question.
Right, switch account.
Definitely did seem like we were pressing high. Definitely did seem like we were pressing high earlier on. The Barnsley had the ball and facing their keeper, and we had quite a few players pushing up on the Barnsley midfield and defenders. Which is what I definitely
think we've tried to play them at their own game a bit with that kind of pressing style, and I've rarely actually seen us play a pressing game this season, if I'm in all honesty. I wanted to see us do it against Huddersfield, but we didn't. So no, it's nice to see. It's a nice change because you wouldn't really think we have the capabilities or even the fitness to play a high press. But no, we've played it well so far. And
good ball in back post to Roberts. He just can't get a header to find anyone else. He goes straight to the keeper's hands.
I wonder what the odds are on Mark Roberts to score a winner.
That might work, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, bring it up, see if we can have a quick bet.
Indeed. Right, I've got the chat up now, so I'll be able to answer any questions you lot may have, whatever it may be. Right, there we are.
What do you reckon the subs will be? I know it's a bit early to be talking about subs, but I think at some point Jukic will come off, won't he?
Yeah, and do you know what? I think he'll bring Cosgrove on because I think
Oh, is
this whole
Cosgrove on the bench? I missed that.
of being like, oh yeah, Cosgrove isn't back in training yet, but he's obviously put him on the bench, which is great to see.
Yeah, I missed that. Then yeah, I think I agree there.
Exactly, and it'll just maybe he's done it to throw Ismail off and just be like, oh yeah, no, he's not training, but then clearly we've
It's
put
a
him
good
in
bench that is, man. Cosgrove, Sanchez, Bella, Halilovic.
Ella can change the game, 100%.
I mean, even Lico, as much as he's not impressed me so far, he's not awful to bring on.
Exactly. Oh, what does the dog want now? Yeah, apologies for the dog. He's only a puppy. We've not had him all too long.
What breed is it?
Cockapoo. Is cute though. Oh, for goodness sake, back in a second.
Mark Roberts hoofing it out the stadium there.
I missed a goal looking after the dog.
This is the kind of professionalism you get when you come to the Blues Focus TV watch alongs.
Subscribe.
You don't get this anywhere else. Make sure you subscribe. How are we playing? I'd say we're playing quite well, to be honest. We're playing definitely. Like I was expecting to come to this game and see Barnsley playing like not dominating us as such, but definitely being the better team. But I'd say like we've said a couple of times, I think it's been quite even. But if anyone's been the better team, it's been us. I think we've definitely the better chances. I was saying that earlier. So yeah, we're playing quite well. Carl definitely playing quite well. Oh yeah, Chris Hughton was a good manager as well. I missed that comment, Gavin. Chris Hughton was. I loved the Chris Hughton days. Unfortunately there weren't many of them because he was only there for a year, wasn't he? But but he's almost intercepting it in a very dangerous position there. Just couldn't get it. He rolls back to the Barnsley keeper. Yeah, I think I agree. I'd like to see Cosgrove play because it's. I think how much have we seen of him so far? Just a couple minutes.
He came on against Bournemouth, didn't he?
Yeah, so it'd be nice to see him play. And I think if we're going to keep this shape, which I think, with Bella and Sanchez on the bench, I'm not sure if we're going to keep this shape or we'll change it completely. I think it might be a smart idea to change it completely, and if we're not winning, because it would give the Barnsley defence something to think about. But
there we go, dog's happy. Just wanted to turn it back on.
With the 55 viewers, this is some good stuff, boys.
Record highs, lovely stuff.
Do you know what? There was one time when I was doing the watch along by myself. When I was where I am right now, and this guy raided us, and they it's fallen to Barnsley player near to the box, and it's just gone into Etheridge's hands. It's very lucky there for Blues. I think it was an interception. But yeah, someone raided us, and their stream is literally just joining football watch along streams and saying weird shit. That's what their stream is.
That is strange.
It is very. It was quite funny, to be honest, because they were saying some weird stuff, and I think they were joking. And if they were joking, then it's all good. If they weren't joking, then it's.
How bored you have to be to do that, though.
Yeah. Then I'm a bit concerned if they weren't joking, because it was it was pretty weird stuff. But if they were joking, then it's all right. But yeah.
Exactly. I've just thought though, mentioning subs earlier. Halilovic definitely has to be one to look forward to if it's anything like the QPR game. I got a lot of stick actually for the podcast we did recently. Hi mate, where I kind of said I wasn't that impressed with Halilovic when we played Huddersfield. And I didn't say he was bad. I just thought he was average. He did a job, but I see a few Blues fans that are like, oh yeah, but he played that long ball. I'm like, wow, he did his job. Passed the ball, brilliant. And it just made me think that we're so easily pleased these days. No wonder we're first in the league. So no, it's a frustrating one, but I hope he plays more like the QPR game than the Huddersfield game. He did frustrate me. I feel like he could have pushed himself a bit further up the pitch and made more forward runs. And then as soon as we brought Gary Gardner on, he exposed the space that I wanted Halilovic to expose, to be honest. But hey-ho, is what it is. But it was just too little too late in the end, really. And then Hogan obviously missed a sitter towards the end.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you just reminded me.
Yeah.
Seeing some of the chances that Hogan's missed this season, this makes me upset, man. There was the one. What was it? I can't remember who it was against. Gardner played. I think it was against QPR, wasn't it? Yeah, Gardner played it over the top, and he was through on goal. Hoofed it over. There was one earlier in the season. I think Sanchez or someone played it through, and he just completely miskicked it. And in the last week as well. That then, by the way, I don't know if you two saw that. Then that was almost some shocking defending. Almost. Luckily, it was a foul in the end. But that again had me scared for Blues again. That's a good play from Jukovic playing it to Hogan. Hogan just tries to flick it over the top.
I've just seen the comment that's just said, "Put that dog in the garden." Lol.
The game is going Halilovic, Sanchez, Bella, and Cosgrove at a great. Literally, those are some good subs there. Those 4 subs that could change the game completely.
Massively, and it'd be playing Barnsley at their own game. Like when which they will do, they'll switch their front 3 all in one sort of.
Yeah.
If we tried that sort of same thing against them, there's no reason why we couldn't, one up them. Because I think on paper we have more quality.
Oh, was he onside? Yeah. Doesn't matter. The keeper's got it anyway. Yeah, I think he was just offside. Yeah, the thing is though, talk about all these great subs that we have, but we'll end up just bringing on who some of the defenders that we've got on the bench in about the 89th minute when we're drawing 0-0 or losing 1-0.
He'll settle for a point, even if we look the better side in the game and more likely to score. He'd settle for a point.
I mean, to be honest, before the game, if you asked me if I'd be happy with the point, I would have definitely said yes. So I think I'd settle for a point, but. It depends how the game goes, doesn't it? It's all relative to how the game's going as well. Because if we're dominating them, and all it would take is just to push a bit more, we might actually win the game. Then you definitely need to make a sub.
Definitely, yeah.
What's Hogan doing there, kicking the ball away?
Has he got a yellow card for that?
No, but he's been warned by the ref, so...
Luckily enough for you, Cole, Coventry won't be playing on our pitch next season. They're buggering off back to the Rico, so...
Very happy about that,
they actually?
Yeah, they're off back to the Rico next season. They've agreed.
I think it was confirmed yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't remember if it was... I think someone tweeted, like, in before we have to move to the Rico because we can't afford to play at St Andrews.
Yeah, I'm sure a couple of years down the line that would probably be the case. What's the Rotherham score looking like?
Oh yeah, good scores.
Are they playing today or not? Or have they had? I'm pretty sure they might have had their match suspended or something like that.
Oh, they did, didn't they? Yeah, because they're only not investigation because they've got another one coming up which has been suspended as well.
Jesus. It is
Sheffield are losing again.
That's good for us, really, though, isn't it? Just the gap wider.
It's insane how awful they've been doing. They keep conceding late on. Like against Rotherham, didn't they? And then against another team as well before. That's good play by Valerie there, playing it out wide.
Go on, Peds.
Pedersen. Plays it in. Oh, it just goes behind Hogan there. And it's offside
Definitely
again.
looking good on the counter, and I actually said on my my match preview that came out today, I said I really hope we look to break away quickly on the counter because I think that's how we can get them with their high line.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're actually trying that is delightful.
Do you not think having people like Bella and Sanchez would have been a lot better for that then?
100%, yeah. But I think he's been defensively cautious with the back 5. And Valerie's not the slowest, really, is he?
Yeah, that's very true. But he showed a bit of skill at points as well in this game. So.
Yeah, exactly. I think he needs a proper game like this to try and settle in because he's really struggled whenever he has made an appearance. And obviously, when he started the Millwall game, it wasn't really pretty, was it?
Yeah. That's half time now, by the way, for anyone who's wondering. Just gone half time, so I'll move this off the screen so that you don't have to see that. Actually, I'll move it behind something. There we go. But yeah, half time, like I was saying before half time, I think we have been just the better team. Definitely had the better chances with that Harley Dean header. I think there's another one that's escaped me, another chance that we had which I thought was a decent one, but I can't remember. But yeah, I'd definitely say we've been the better team. Blues have surprised me so far with actually how well we played, in all honesty. I was expecting to come here and Barnsley just seemed to want it more and all that sort of stuff, but we actually seemed to hold our own pretty well.
Yeah, we look more up for it than they do,
Mhm.
in all honesty. So no, it's great to see.
Oh yeah, Blues Focus TV with the comment. Please drop a like, Blues fans, helps us out a lot indeed. If you're watching and you haven't liked yet, then what are you doing? What are you doing? Just if you've got an account, you might as well like it. It doesn't cost anything.
Do you know what?
Chuck a subscription in there as well.
I've just seen a comment about Sanchez and how do you think he's played recently?
Mhm.
And obviously, I don't think he's set the world alight going forward. He's struggled a bit, but he's created some good opportunities for himself recently. But his shooting just hasn't been quite up to task, unfortunately. But one thing I said last game, I was so impressed with Sanchez's physicality, how that is improved kind of just out of nowhere. Has been fantastic against Huddersfield. He won the ball back quite a lot and was able to compete. And it's rare you see kind of little players like that who
Especially
are very
Spanish
quality
as well.
kind of player. You rarely see them kind of bulk up a bit, and he seems to have done that to try and support the likes of Maxime Colin or Valerie, depending on who's playing.
I think we mentioned that, didn't we, in the Huddersfield stream, Tommy? I think we were mentioning how impressed we were with Sanchez, because like we said, with Jota and other Spanish players we've had before, they come over, they just don't really seem to care, or no, it's not that they don't seem to care. It's just that the work rate isn't there, or the defensive. They're more like a flair player who tries to just only attack, and he seems like a good solid winger. He gets back and can get forward as well.
Completely agree. It's just refreshing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's not been a bad half, to be fair.
It was quite an enjoyable half, in all honesty. Like I was saying before you joined, the first 10 minutes, it was the Barnes had the ball like near our goal, and we had the ball near their goal. It was quite a good decent game to watch, even though it's 0-0.
Yeah, it's been scrappy, but it's been a nice scrappy.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been proper Championship football.
Yeah, exactly, definitely.
Coventry are winning.
Thank God, pitch is terrible.
So they're 2 points away from us. Although, actually, that means that if Coventry are winning, that means that Derby are losing, and that means that they stay 2 points away from us, as it stands anyway. A win today would be great. Get us away from Rotherham a bit more.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they have so many games in hand below us, man.
100%. I've just seen a couple of questions. Do I think we'll go down? Asked me that 2 weeks ago, and I said yes. Asked me that now, no, not really. I have a bit more renewed hope. And then the Solihull Moors thing, they could actually end up playing at St Andrews next season, but I don't think they will. I do think they'll get their pitch sorted out. But if they don't, then it's very likely with Cov leaving that we get the women's team or Solihull Moors playing at St Andrews. More likely the women's team, because if you take the women's team off that pitch, it might improve the pitch for the Moors in itself. So just taking one of the teams over, and I think the women's team would be more likely to come over to St Andrews, if I'm honest.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed we have to share our ground with someone just to earn money. Like, it feels quite sad at times when we're having to share grounds with Coventry or Solihull Moors or the women's team. So, preferably, I probably wouldn't have anybody on the pitch, but if we're going to have one, it probably would be the women's team, because, it's kind of weird to not have our own club on the pitch rather than something else.
Yeah, like most other teams do. I think, obviously Villa, the Villa ladies play at Villa Park, and they seem to look after the pitch well enough. So there's no reason why we can't really. Obviously, you can talk about groundsmen being on furlough or whatnot, and them having a lot more money than we do club-wise. But I think the pitch can be looked after better, and the Championship's a very competitive league, so you can't expect it to be top-notch all the time, unfortunately. So that's one of them.
I think I agree with what you said as well there. But if 2 weeks ago, if you asked me if I think we'll go down, I would have said not definitely, but I would have said it's not looking good. That's for certain. But now I think we're gonna stay up. I'm not confident, but Well, I don't know what the optimistic that we'll stay up. I think we got a better chance of staying up than we did.
A lot more positive, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I was saying 2 weeks ago that this is the most this is the least optimistic I've felt about a Blues team's chances in a long, long time. And like I said, I was there at the Bolton game when we stayed up in the last minute. I was there at the Fulham game. I was watching the Bristol game on the stream at the stadium. I don't know if do you remember that when they did that? When they had the Villa game on the stream at the stadium and then the Bristol game on the stream at the stadium as well.
I didn't. I remember hearing about that, but I was actually at the Bristol game.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I bet that was amazing, wasn't it?
You say amazing, but I wasn't in the away end. I was in the home end.
Oh really?
Away end sold out so quickly.
Yeah.
And so did the home end. But my dad, one of his best mates, who's also a Blues fan, but because he works in Bristol, he gets a free season ticket at Bristol City. So we ended up getting like 3 season tickets and just going sitting in the Bristol end. And the Bristol fan sat next to me can literally see my legs shaking like a shitting dog. And he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm completely fine." And I'm just trying to play it off that I'm not a Blues fan. But I think he could tell, especially from the relief on my face when we won that game.
Yeah.
So, no.
I always think of that about how I managed to get tickets to that Bolton game, because it was obviously last game of the season. We needed to do something to stay up, and I think I got the tickets the weekend before. So I think we lost to someone at home, and then the next game was Bolton away, and I was walking up the stairs.
Was it Wigan at home?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head. I think we lost at home to Wigan, and I thought that this is absolutely awful. Like, this is dreadful. But I was like, you know what? I want to go to Bolton away in case we actually do stay up. And that was my first ever proper away game as well. Like, because I went to Man United away when we were in the Prem, but that was like with my parent. But that was my first proper away game without any like parent or like with just a mate or whatever. Bolton away, and what a game to choose, man! It was absolutely insane, that game.
I'm trying to think what my first away league match was. I think my first away league match was it was the season we stayed up last minute at Bolton.
Yeah.
I'd been to virtually all the home games that season. But no, it was Sheffield Wednesday away when we got battered like 4-0 or 4-1. Absolutely plastered.
I have an awful track record for away games. awful. I think I've seen us win twice away. I was at the Wolves game where it was Zola's first win? No.
What a game that was.
No, it was, I'm glad I was there, as much as it was like one of two. I'm glad I was there. It was such a good away day. That was insane.
David kicking the Wolves fans.
Oh, mate.
That was fucking
beautiful.
That was the best moment of the season. That was, but apart from the Bristol City staying up in it, obviously, but that was just hilarious. That was.
But and then I think it was the same season possibly, but Brentford away as well when we beat them 2-1. I think Shotton scored the winner.
Ryan Shotton back post.
Yeah. That one as well. And that was the first time going to Brentford, and I absolutely loved their stadium. I loved going there. That was amazing because I was in the bottom bit where you have to stand, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah, I've only ever been in the top bit at Brentford.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, it was interesting. But I remember Brentford last season away. First game of the season, Pedersen bullet header from outside the box.
I honestly, when that goal went in, I thought it was because it was so cramped. I was in the bottom bit as well because there were so many people around me. I was trying to look through like all these heads. Right, I thought somebody had volleyed it rather than headed it. So I can't believe it. My mind was going crazy with it.
What a goal that was! I'm trying to think probably what one of my favourite away days was in recent years. Think what would you say your kind of favourite away day has been over the last 3 or 4 years in this depressing time?
As much so like the three that I just mentioned. So Bolton, I think it's got to be Bolton. As much as we didn't win, it was just like I've never celebrated a goal more than that. Because I was at Wembley when we won the League Cup, but I was like I think I was 10. I might have been younger.
I was
younger.
7.
You were, sorry.
I was 7
You were
at the
7.
time.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and I wasn't. I wouldn't say I wasn't interested in football, but I wasn't as interested in football then as I was when I went to Bolton away.
Yeah.
So Bolton, I've never celebrated a goal more than that, and it was the fact that we were 2-0 down to come back, and the goal, mate. It gives me goosebumps talking about it. Like the fact that I was there was just amazing. So I'll probably say that, even though we didn't win.
100%. I think whenever, well, I don't know if you guys have watched it, but have you heard of Liam's graphics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Whenever I watch that decade video, if
Yeah.
I've had a drink, I will probably cry.
It's a great video. It
Tends
really
to
is.
be the case. So yeah, no, particularly when that Bolton goal goes in. But what about you, Tommy? What's your?
I'm going to go for something really low key. I'd say Wigan away in the 18-19 season. We won 3-0, and
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Adams and Morrison. I think because I stopped going for a bit during Lee Clark times as well, because I was just sort of I thought I was a bit checked out with football. So when I came back to come get a season ticket again, I went to some of the away games that season as well. I think that one was just because we were playing so well as well, and the fact that we'd packed out that away end completely for the whole of that Wigan game. I think it was just like a all-around sick day. It was just
It
everything
was
going well.
despite the depressing weather. It was a good game, and having a bit of banter with the Wigan fans as well to the left.
Yeah.
John Drum. But yeah, no, that was classic away day. Do you know what, I think for the togetherness wise, Leicester away last season was quality.
Yeah.
That was so good. All that was missing was a goal. Literally, all was a goal. But no, for kind of match day experience, you have to say kind of the Bolton game, really, don't you? For the game
But
itself.
the Wolves game is definitely up there though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or even the more recent Bolton one, the one where Duke scores in the box.
Oh my God, you
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. I love watching, I'll happily watch back Thogden's vlog from that. Just to see the pure depression on Thogdad's face. Or even, Stumpeg or anyone like that. Just I love watching
box for that game.
the vloggers when we win. It's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Particularly more recently, Brad Barber. That was amusing. The Huddersfield game.
That was mate. Do you know what happened? I don't know if you saw our stream on the Huddersfield game. They joined our stream, like a lot of the some Huddersfield fans, and before we saw the goal on our stream, they were going 1-0, and I was like, I hate when people come in and say 1-0 when nothing's happened, and then they scored a second later. I was like, Jesus Christ, why did I say that? Why did I say anything?
The classic clip. We'll have like a compilation of clips at the end of the season.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Hopefully, there'll be a nice clip from this game to take forward of Cosgrove scoring a last-minute bye.
That'd be beautiful. I'm annoyed we couldn't get the game working for the QPR game, man, because that would have been absolutely amazing for that.
Yeah, definitely. Would have been a good one to react to.
Yeah. Just thinking actually.
My expletive language probably wouldn't have been pleasant for some viewers.
Another away game that I was thinking about was I went to Fulham away. I can't remember what season it was. I think Roddy.
Oh, was it the 5-1?
No. Oh no! I wish I went to that. I wish I went to that one. We drew 1-1, but the atmosphere of our fans, we sold it out, and our fans were just like all throughout the game. We're just bouncing, and it was just 1-1. That one sticks out as well, even though we drew. That one's a decent one. I think Roddy Ager scored and then we equalised not long after. But I can't remember what season it was. Yeah, that was a decent one as well.
We're in the Championship at this time.
Yeah, Championship. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Anyway, I don't know. Roddy Ager. I feel like maybe I'm wrong about Roddy Ager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look.
Okay, I think he's calmed down now. He's just minding his own business on the windowsill.
I know he played for Fulham from 2012 to 2015, so I think it was him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Barnsley are making a sub. Were they just talking tactics there? Never mind, I might be wrong.
I wonder who it is, though. That's the question.
He could have just been someone. Oh, I thought that was Colin then, but it was Hogan. Never mind.
Yeah.
Doggy's back, lol. He's gonna go mental when we score.
He will. He will. Hey up, my fellow blue noses. Hello, Dean. I hope you're okay, mate. Anyone else? Tom, I want to. Oh, right. I hate long ball football. Bring on Bella for some creativity.
Mark
Give it
Ireland.
another 10 minutes, mate.
Mark Ireland saying his first away game was 1986 Blues winning 3-0 away at Villa. What a first away game that is.
Oh,
first away.
Can't get much better than that.
I've never been to Villa away. Oh, there is a sub for Barnsley, by the way. Williams coming on.
Yeah, neither have I actually. I tried to get tickets for the most recent one, but that was just completely sold out on the first day. That was kind of glad they didn't now, because even though it would have been great celebrating the Duke goal, like seeing them two goals going for Villa.
Yeah, as much as I would have wanted to go, and because we lost, I'm kind of glad we didn't, because I don't know how I would have just absolutely hated being sat there while they're all celebrating, and I would have fucking hated it. There's two subs for Barnsley actually.
Question for you. Bit of an odd one. Just thought of it. Speaking of playing Villa, did you cheer when the punch happened?
I remember because obviously I think we were probably all there. I remember it happening, and I thought it was such a strange thing, and because my take on it is that it was really stupid, because it made Grealish the big hero. Like everyone was saying because from him getting punched and then not reacting, getting up and carrying on with it, for him to do that and then score the winner, everyone was loving him. Like Twitter was loving him.
He just went wrong.
Yeah, all the different you saw Match Today talking about it, saying oh yeah, he did so well to.
Oh, bloody Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they should be behind closed doors for the rest of the season. I couldn't stand him when he said that.
It was mental.
But
I did think it was a bit.
He's got a gob on him, yeah.
But when the chants were going around, I did think that was quite funny afterwards.
I'm not going to lie to you. I did cheer when it happened.
Yeah.
I thought it was jokes. But
Can't remember
after the game, after kind of looking back on it, probably about an hour after the game, I was like, "Oh shit."
I mean, like realistically, like we do a lot worse at football games rather than seeing people get punched. Like we sing people as your mum, as your cunts, and all this. Like we sing terrible things. Yeah, if someone gets punched and we cheer that, then we need to be behind closed doors. I feel like that's.
I think it's quite nice to call it a punch as well.
It was a punch.
it was more like I don't know, a bit of a pussy slap.
Yeah, and he missed, didn't he? Basically, he missed.
It was a terrible punch.
Of course, Grealish still went down in true fashion.
You know what? No, I said that to my mate who was a Villa fan. That I think he thought he was a Blues player, so he dropped to the ground instead, because I don't think the punch was hard enough for him to fall over. But I think he thought that he was a Blues player, so he was like, "I'm dropping, get him sent off."
It's Arlie Dean.
Yeah, he
I
made
genuinely think that's what he thought he was.
To be honest, going down, so I don't know, but hey ho, one of them. At least the game's back on now.
Yeah, we're in the second half now. Can you hear that dog that's outside my window now?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, so we've all heard the dog barking now. It's not even my dog; it's someone else's dog.
It's not me.
There's someone walking past my house, I think they're training their dog, and it's a bit young.
Yeah. Relatable. Oh, my back's killing me.
Yeah, so if you missed that, Barnsley did make 2 subs at half time. I can't remember who they bought on.
I'll have a look now. Where are we? Ah, yeah. Morris on, Fraser off. That's actually quite weird, because that's only one of their forwards. They've kept 2 of them on.
Mm-hmm.
So they clearly abandoned what they've used in recent games, which is the 3 on, 3 off sort of system. But do you reckon he's changed the way he's making his substitutions because we've frustrated them?
Yeah, that could possibly be, because, like I said, we've played quite well so far. So
exactly, I think we you never know, we might be living in the head rent free. Right? Oh, Pedersen's just rouletted a play up, and then
he ruined it at the end.
Yeah, he did.
Can
That's
we get
just
it back?
classic. Though.
Yeah,
Tell you what, good pressure from Blues so far.
definitely.
But
Give
yeah,
it a
Fraser
refresh, man. Try
Morris
catch up to
on,
you.
Callum Styles off.
Callum
that one.
Styles.
Yeah, and Jordan Williams on.
Mm.
And Jordan Williams is quite a defensive player. So a natural striker and a defender have been brought on, really. So I don't know. Make of that what you will.
I'll get the clock back on the screen now as well, so you can sync your game up with us if you like. Oh, it's gone now.
Oh my god!
Oh my
What?
God.
I've missed it.
Goes for goal himself.
Oh my.
Well, an extremely
We've
impressive
actually
finish
played so well. Come on,
what a
but
goal.
please don't let the heads drop. Don't drop the heads.
Oh my God,
That's no, that's not. That's just not right. That's so against the run of play. If Barnsley had been doing this every game, then they just shouldn't be in the playoffs. How's he done that?
Oh my god, that is Balotelli again in the Euros. That is. You remember that one that he just stands there with his top off?
What a goal that is!
Why can't we score goals like that?
Because we have Sunjic.
There's
Who's
nothing
over every time.
about that.
Oh man, oh my. I'm lost for words. That's just
They've
incredible.
refresh the streamers, and then as soon as they do that, they score.
Yeah, just so you're all aware, guys, it's 1-0 Barnsley.
We're dating the
Hence-
stream now. 1-0 to
Impressive
Barnsley.
tone.
Yeah, very nice goal, in fairness to him.
Who's down? Valerie?
absolute. Smack.
Is that Valerie down? Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's undeserved massively, but you know, it is what it is.
So
I think-
we've definitely got to make those sort of subs now that we were on about earlier. I think if we,
Oh.
not obviously like right now, we don't have to panic too much because we've been playing decent. But I think if it stays like this, like it is for another 10, 15 minutes, definitely make those sort of subs that we were talking about earlier.
Definitely get Jeremy Bella on. I think Harley Dean, the clearance was so poor for when we lost the ball.
Wait, how's Valerie injured from that? I mean,
Did you just get winded?
Yeah, I think he's a bit winded.
It did hit him straight in the chest, to be honest. That's two goals in a row that Harley Dean, poor clearance.
yeah, it's true. Actually, the Huddersfield one was pretty shit as well.
The Huddersfield one was probably worse than that. That was kind of unlucky, in fairness, the way it hit someone else. The Huddersfield one was shocking.
Definitely, but you know, he could have brought the ball to feet. He wasn't under that much pressure, and he could have moved around with it a bit, looked to pick out a decent pass rather than just hoof it and
Definitely.
cost us again, really. So no, I think that's frustrating. I think Harley Dean's probably been one of the more out of form players recently. Just had a bit of hard luck.
He seems to sort of drop off towards the end of the season, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'd be more inclined to play Clark Sauter over him, to be honest, and keep Roberts in or Friend in, but I don't
Because
know.
it's the captain,
I
isn't it?
can't see him ever doing.
So yeah, so what subs would you make? I think Jukovic to come off for me. I think he's done too much.
Yeah, I'd like to see Cosgrove come on and Jeremy Bella come on, Ivan Sanchez as well, Halilovic, just those four.
Yeah.
Just those four. Why not?
I think-
Yeah, let's do it, Barnsley. Let's chuck a load of attackers on out of nowhere and let's see if we can throw them off a bit.
Yeah, you go to 4-2-3-1 or 4-1-4-1, however you 4-3-3, however you want to do it.
Just reading the chat, comment from Mark saying maybe it's time to play Coxsauter and Roberts. I'd be all for that on the basis that we saw how well it worked last season because we went on a 12-game unbeaten run with every single game Clark Sauter and Roberts being the back two. So I would not be against it whatsoever because I think they've worked well together in the past. So it'd be something I'd be willing to try, definitely. But Karenka loves Harley Dean too much to do so. So it is what it is.
I don't think he would play him as much if he wasn't bound to being club captain.
Definitely, yeah. I think that's obviously a restriction in itself, really. It's turned into fine.
That's what we need to hear, man. We need to have the faith. Come on, Blues, you can do it, indeed. Able to come back to the back, yeah. And well, I've never. I always see on Twitter, and everyone seems to have the same opinion on Clark Salter that he's our best centre back of the three, really. And I think from what I've seen of him, I think I agree as well. So it's just, why aren't we playing him?
Possibly one of the reasons is because they're possibly quite similar centre backs, maybe.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah. Win that, Gardner. Good lad, but no one there. Poor goalkeeping. Do you think? I'm not sure. I guess it was at his near post, but it was a very, very powerful shot into the roof of the net as well. And it would definitely caught him off guard because you're not expecting a strike from there.
Yeah, I think near post ones you've got to be stopping or at least getting a hand to them. But yeah, I think you could say that is poor goalkeeping. I think I agree.
I am back.
Back again.
Blues have a free kick inside their own third. Etheridge to hoof it long, I imagine. Bucky said us at 14-1 yesterday to win 2-1. After the QPR game, you never know. You're 1-0 down.
Yeah.
A comeback for the Blues is like it happens like once every 2 years. Or something.
I remember when I first started watching Blues, we were good at well, the things I used to remember for Blues, we were solid at home, and we used to not always come back, obviously, because otherwise we never would have lost the game. But a lot of the time when we went down early on, we would come back, and it just doesn't seem like we have those sort of things anymore. And decent cross there from Roberts again. It just went straight into the keeper's arms in the end.
We just need to not lose at home. That's what McLeish did well with that team that finished.
Yeah, that's the team I'm on about, really.
Mm.
That's a great touch there by their number 7.
I mean, for years St Andrews was known as a fortress, but unfortunately it's not seen that way, and it's not been seen that way for at least 1 or 2 years now.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've just looked at the table. It's really not looking good at all. Because now Cov and Derby are both 3 points ahead of us. Rotherham are 3 points behind us with 3 games in hand. It's just not pretty. It's really not pretty. So I really hope we can get something from this, because we need it.
Silly foul there from Duke.
It's mad to think that when we beat QPR, we were thinking, oh, we're out of this now. A couple of games later, we're right back in it again.
Another substitution for Barnsley, making a lot of their subs quite early on.
Yeah, Barnsley tend to make most of their subs between the 55th minute and the 60th minute.
I think I quite like giving the team, like, especially if we're losing or drawing at half time. I think the thing should be 5-10 minutes to the second half, maybe 15, and then you've got to make a sub if nothing's happened by then. If you want to win the game, if you're losing, you've got to make a sub.
Duke's got to go off. He's not even winning aerial battles anymore. It's really tough to see. Oh, Raheem Harper with the absolute source of it. Go on, corner, decent. Right, keep your.
I'm still a bit behind you. That Raheem Harper bit was really nice.
Yeah.
We'll refresh it again. Maybe it's because I've got so many things open. It's just slacking a bit.
Oh, I'm shattered. Blues, please wake me up.
Bit of a pass there.
I think for the goal, when I saw the goal, the commentary was on, because I just refreshed it and the commentary from Blues TV was on. Because when you go on there, it turns on automatically. So everyone heard the great commentary from Blues TV for the goal there.
I'm sure it was riveting.
Mum, if you're watching this stream, can I just say you've left the tea bag in my tea?
Oh, that's naughty, to be fair. Won't be standing for that.
I'll be right.
No worries. Oh, come on, Blues. Score from this corner, I beg. big fat header. Harley Dean going to make up for his mistake. No, that was drab. That was absolute drab. Who took that corner there?
Is that Sunjic who's on the corners? Why is Sunjic on corners?
It actually was, you know. Jesus. Oh, God.
No.
And now
Oh.
corner to Barnsley. Oh, how times change. Blues are playing a really, really dangerous game.
Oh no, it was Gardner. Yeah.
God, yeah, that makes more sense.
Do you remember when we used to have really good crossers? Like Larson was a great crosser of the ball. You don't seem to have any of them now.
I mean, even Jeremy Bella's a great crosser of the ball on his day, to be fair, but he's not on the pitch. But no, Larson, even McFadden, to be fair.
Yeah.
Trying to think of anyone else, to be honest. Jack McGoma was never half too bad with a cross.
No, he wasn't actually.
Crossing was never really Damari Gray's thing. He just preferred to just absolutely rinse everybody.
Oh, are we in?
Well, he's not offside, so yeah, no, I don't know. It's tough one, really, actually. Paul Caddis, in fairness, could play a decent cross.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Oh,
Even Stephen Carr, he was a good attacking fullback on his day as well.
Almost lost the whole stream then because my laptop wasn't on charge.
Oh dear. That'd have been,
Just got there and just got back and it was like the PC battery on low. I was like, fuck.
Do not tell me that was genuinely our throw. No, that's vile. That is actually
What
vile.
happened?
That was so.
What happened?
Right, no, basically, George Friend chucked it in to Sunjic, and it was a proper horrible throw. It was very direct and way too fast-paced, hard to control for Sunjic, and Sunjic's first touch has just trampolined it out of play.
Trampoline shin.
Good position for a throw as well. We could have moved forward if we'd been a bit more slow and.
That could happen against Huddersfield. That did with Pedersen and Bella just weren't on the same wavelength for any of the throw-ins.
No, actually, yeah.
And that seems to be on the left-hand side again.
If Robert's throw is ever going to work, it's going to work against his former side.
Yeah.
You heard it first.
Comment from Stephen Dredge saying, if Blues go down, at least they may do better if they can rebuild. Thoughts?
No, I disagree. I think if we go down, it could be disastrous, really, because I think if we'd have got relegated when we had Zola or Redknapp, I think maybe, but I think where we are now and the players that we have, I don't think the team is as strong as it was when we had Zola in charge or when we had Redknapp in charge. So I think, we'll lose a lot of players, and two, who's going to come to a team that's just falling apart completely? Like, I just don't think we can do it.
Do you know what? There is one positive recently in particular is that wage caps have been binned off in League One, so that automatically really ups the quality of player that you can now have in that league. So that would work in Blues' favour, because if we went down, I imagine we'd probably be one of the more well-off clubs. We could look to buy our way out of the league, but I mean, we've looked to buy our way out of this league, and that went well. I thought
we were broke. I don't understand. Like with the money we paid for Cosgrove and the money we were offering for that Nisbet, I thought we were broke.
Yeah, every time you think Blues are broke out of nowhere, there's one.
That's very true.
We just pay for it with a 9-point deduction instead. Thoughts on the game? I think we've seen a bit flat since the goal.
Yeah, I agree.
That's classic Blues, though, really, isn't it?
It is really, isn't it? Yeah.
I think we need to change the system. That's why we look flat.
Yeah, that's just. I know it wouldn't work every time. I just think that's a good idea. Whenever it seems flat, like in these stages, I think a change is always the best thing to do, because it just like, especially with players that we've got on the bench like Bella and Sanchez, get a bit more energy, a bit more pace in that attack. It would just lift the rest of the players up.
Indeed. I think I'd like to see us change the system and bring on some more attacking players like Bella or Halilovic or Sanchez.
Or all three.
Yeah, just all of them at once would be ideal. But Karanka is a very stubborn man, and whenever he does eventually change a system, it's normally with 5 minutes to go, and it's far too late. So no, I'm not holding out much hope, to be honest. But we need to change it now, and I think it'd be silly not to. But would I be surprised? No. But hey, that's what it is. We're not completely out of the game, but we're certainly not as in it as we were.
Definitely, yeah.
Barnsley look happy to sit with this now, to be honest with you, not going to lie. They're not urgently trying to make anything happen. They're happy to just see it out and keep the game at the tempo it is right now. Make it tough, not free-flowing. Break the game down a bit with, throw-ins or free kicks, just slow everything down, which I think most down the years might have suited Blues, but with this Karanka style, slowing down the game doesn't really suit us at all.
Go on, Sunic.
Oh, wait up, we're in behind. Go on! Oh, right, pull it back then. No way of 6 seconds past there. No chance of 6 seconds past there. You can pull that back.
Oh,
man.
what we're doing now? No!
Average claim, gee.
Oh,
Ref could have pulled that back. Hey up.
oh
My God, go on! Go! No, that first touch was vile.
Oh, for God's sake, come on!
Jesus, Blues! Oh my God, we're actually diabolical. How have we managed to ruin a chance in behind like that? I can't believe it.
We're like Arsenal on the attack.
We're trying to walk it in. That's the problem.
Right. that tackle from, I think it was Harley Dean that took out Pedersen as well. Really made me laugh there.
I saw.
Oh man, that was just championship football at its best right there. That minute. I'm like 5-10 seconds behind you two.
Oh, Blue TV, man, honestly.
4-4-2, Cosgrove, Hogan, with better centres on the wings. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I just want something different. I honestly, I think I'd rather 4-2-3-1, like the formation we've been playing against the last few games. Get those players on, but honestly, any changes at this point would be good for me.
Oh, Adams has scored for Southampton. I've just read the chat.
Oh really?
Yeah, apparently it's a pretty decent goal as well. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find it.
2-0 up against Sheffield United. I can't remember if I have any of those players in my FPL team. Nope.
Good chance for Barnsley here.
Yeah, free kick on the right hand side. I never understand. I was about to say I never understand over the man in the wall here, but I guess you don't want them to play it low across the floor, do you?
Yeah.
What were they left foot? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a good ball. Well in. Oh, Jesus, can we sort ourselves out, lads?
That was a very good ball, yeah. I'm literally like 7 seconds behind.
If we score, I'll stay dead silent and wait 7 seconds.
Just see Tom's face as like he's really trying to keep it in.
Hopefully that's the case.
Yeah, hopefully we score. That'd be nice. Honestly, I don't mind being 7 seconds behind as long as we score.
Definitely. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, the Adams goal is amazing. The Adams goal is like the DK goal, actually. It's just on the bounce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another corner for Barnsley. I think it's 2 in a row now, isn't it? After the free kick as well.
Oh, chilly one.
Oh,
Jesus, Blues. We're actually playing with fire. Like, why are we trying to pass out from the back there? Just get rid of the damn thing. Right, goal kick. Is he giving a corner for that? Better not have. No, he hasn't. Good. Jesus.
Well, I don't know. It could have been a corner. I just saw it. It looked like it hit off Harper's back.
Yeah, but oh well.
we need some help from the ref here.
Oh yes, he's bringing on Sanchez and
Is he?
Bella.
Oh.
Early.
Yes.
Good times.
Get in.
Is it just
come on,
those two, or is it anyone
It's
else?
those two, yeah,
It's a good sub. That is a good sub to have.
definitely.
Who do you reckon's coming off? It's got to be Jukovic and Friend
Valid.
or someone like that. Do you reckon?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, no, I reckon Friend and Juki is probably a shout. Not because Friend has played bad,
Yeah.
but that seems to be.
One of the centre backs change the
Is
formation.
it worth taking Sunjic off?
I was thinking we could go for 5-2-3 in fairness, to be honest, couldn't we? But I've never seen us do that, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the chat are saying it's time to go for Karanka. Got one person saying my course in September.
In fairness, Friend is off. That's one of them correct. Surely Juki's going to be the other.
I said after the Millwall game that he should go, and I think my thing was that if we're going to stay up, then I think I'd rather keep him if we're going to stay up. Obviously, you don't know, so it's hard.
Yeah, it's the risk you take, isn't it?
It's hard to say. I think I'd rather keep him and give him a bit more of a chance, another chance next season, and like. If we're still in this awful form next season, like after a few games next season, then I think he'd have to go. But then it'd be a waste of a pre-season that another manager could have had. So it'd be It's a hard decision to make.
I think we're running out of chances because I don't know how many or who would take the job anymore. Because a couple of seasons ago there was a couple of managers, who would have thought they could try their luck at Blues and see if they can get them back into
Paul Cook applied for the job before Karanka got it, so but that ship has unfortunately sailed.
That's the thing as well. So we sacked him a couple of weeks ago. We had a few options, and now and a few of those good options have gone now.
Pearson's gone, Cook's gone.
Moore.
Darren Moore. That's quite an interesting one from Sheffield Wednesday, to be fair. However, he's had a poor start.
70 minutes gone, 2 shots, none on target. That sounds peak Blues to me.
Yeah, it does actually.
Poor, very poor.
Let's see our expected goals after this game.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, that Hardy Dean chance must have been a decent one.
Stephen Dredge is saying, I haven't kept all of Rotherham's fixtures, but apparently they're playing Coventry and Wickham in the next couple of weeks with 3 games in hand. We need to keep hold of that.
Fucking hell.
Let's have a look.
Mark Roberts with the long throw on the left hand side. He actually is amazing at that long throw, really, isn't it? It's just a shame that we're just so shit at capitalising on it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
What is
as
Harper
well.
doing there? It's literally just. I think we would have won that ball back without him trying to pull Wardrow to the floor there.
Someone's saying Eddie Howe in the chat for
not
the
a
manager
prayer,
replacement.
not a prayer.
No, I don't believe so. I don't think, because I don't know who else would take the job anymore, because we're in such a state. Like, who wants to come and work for us anymore? Who wants to work for the owners as a first, I reckon.
Yeah.
That is true. No, I think if it was the start of the season and we'd stayed up. We stay up this season, start of the season, look to rebuild. Then Eddie Howe might, because it's a fresh project, fresh season. But certainly not right now. We're a very unattractive prospect, unfortunately.
Especially with that.
But we got good players. That is realistically, we do have good players on paper, but they're just not performing.
Yeah, I saw someone comment earlier saying that was like decent squad managed poorly, and I tend to agree with that.
Yeah, I've said this before. I don't think Karanka's a bad manager. I just don't think this squad suits him.
No,
That's
yeah.
it.
18 minutes left.
Come on, Blues.
I think I'd make another sub again. I think I don't know. I don't know if I bring on. Well, I'd bring on Cosgrove because
Halilovic as well.
yeah, Halilovic definitely. I'd
Halilovic
bring
has
on.
to come on.
Cosgrove is I don't know how good he is, so it's hard to say that I'd bring him on. But I guess you just want to get someone fresh up front.
Exactly. Bristol City losing 2-0 to QPR, that's an interesting one. Wouldn't have expected that. Blackburn beating Millwall, wouldn't have expected that either. Norwich hammering Luton, definitely expected that. Preston
2-0 to Reading now as well.
Yeah, exactly. Stoke 1-0 up against Wickham.
How is it that the league has been so weak in comparison to seasons before, and this is the one time that we are absolutely terrible?
I know, just convenient timing, isn't it? Rangers are 3-0 up at St Mirren. I think this is the game that if they win the title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see, someone mentioned the video. Have you seen it of Steven Gerrard driving into
Oh, that's class.
Yeah.
That is class.
the stadium this morning? It's mental.
What's this? I haven't seen this.
It was just Steven Gerrard driving into Ibrox in his Range Rover, and there's loads of Rangers fans out virtually celebrating because I think this is the game that they'll win the title if they win, but they're 3-0 up, so I think that's a given.
Wow.
But yeah, no, they were just chanting, waving and stuff, and I think he was loving it up, to be fair, Gerrard. I'm sure there'll be plenty of shit in the media about it, though, because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
To be
I
honest,
was thinking that when I was watching it.
if I was a Rangers fan, I honestly wouldn't even care. I just wouldn't.
Nah.
But people can hate on me for it, pandemic and all that jazz, but everyone has their own varying opinions, and I personally, if I was a Rangers fan, would love to be in that. Oh my God! Oh, thank God it didn't go in. All is well. All is calm. Woodrow's tried to score, outscore DK there, really.
I think that went. I think that looked a lot closer than it was. I think that went very wide.
Yeah, just from the Blues camera angle, really. I think it took a deflection, little nick on its way through.
Just like to say thank you to the 90 of you watching this right now.
Definitely, mate. It's insane. And to the someone said 36 likes. Yeah, thank you to everyone that's liked us. It's crazy. It's good to see, man. It's the first time we've done all three of us on the stream, and this is a support, man. It's good to see.
But it's my fan base. I've brought my fan base.
The Tom Oxland fan base.
I'm joking. I have fuck all followers on Twitter, so you're all right. Go on, Jezza.
Go on, Bella. Oh, no. Oh, he's giving a free kick. I thought he got injured for a second then.
Come on, Blues.
How screwed would we be if Sanchez or Bella got injured earlier this season or something?
We would be doomed.
because we got Leko at the other winger, and maybe Halilovic could play out wide possibly. I'm not sure, but he's not a winger, is he?
We've not got great choice, have we?
No. Well, we've got a good choice for the first two, and after that, it's a bit.
Yeah.
Just in reply to what Jerry put earlier, I did actually mention that there are no longer wage caps in League One starting from next season. So, in answer to your question, wage caps wouldn't be a problem, and we might be able to hang on to some of our players that we currently have, depending on their mindset. So it is what it is, really. But we could still attract half decent talent and could look to go up if we did go down. That is if. But keep the faith. Right, Mark Roberts' long throw. The first time we ever score from one will be now. That was such a natural throw. I don't know if he's done that. It's bonkers.
I think the first time we'll ever score from one of those throws is when we're 3-0 down.
Next
on the
time we
last
play Villa.
day- No, on the last day of the season, we're 3-0 down and it goes into the box. We're already relegated and it goes in. It's like, oh, now we score it when we're already relegated.
Yeah.
Surely somebody could do better.
Definitely would make subs now. 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes to go. Because I know I'm bored watching it, and it just feels very flat. We don't look like scoring at all right now, in my opinion. So
No.
I'd definitely make a sub.
We're still playing the 5 at the back system though. If you look, although we've made the changes, we're still playing 5 at the back. Which just baffles me.
I don't know why he's not started Colin over Valerie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Well, it might be a fitness thing, but who knows?
I think Halilovic has to come on. Has to.
Definitely. Oh, please, Blues, can we just do something inventive rather than just passing it around the back?
Oh, man. Yeah, you can tell this game's starting to bore us all.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
a lot of grunts and a lot of
Oh,
Just
God, is that the time?
this is what happens being a Blues fan, man.
Just kick the ball forward. For flipping heck, man.
Etheridge is losing it. He's like, get up.
I used to be at Cardiff. I used to be at a half decent team. I have to deal with your shot now.
Yeah, to be fair. What a change for him. Come on, can we just equalise? Do you know what, actually, I don't even care. If we lose, can we just sack Karanka, please? I'm done with it now. I can't be asked. I'm sick of the patience game.
How many games are there left of the season after this one? Is it 10?
I think it's like 13, 12, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 11 this year. There's 11 games after this one. So that's still enough games to keep us up if we get someone else in.
100%.
We should be more than capable of staying up.
Yeah.
More than capable. It's just, I don't know whether it's a confidence thing or something else, like, or whether it's behind the scenes or something, but
It's a
I don't understand why we can't win. Yeah.
This is actually painful. Oh my god. Why? That was such a simple
Frankie
ball.
uses Football Manager 2011 to do his coaching and tactics. Radio first. Pass it on.
Pass it on to another stream.
Coventry still 1-0 up. Reading still 2-0 up. Stoke 2-0 up against Wickham
Go
as
on,
well.
go on. Get control of the ball. Oh, Scotty. Right, we'll take the throw. Get Robbo over there now. Ship him up. Actually, now make them expect a long throw. Then someone just quickly runs in, like Harper or someone like that, receives the ball, whip in an unexpected cross, set them off, and then you never know. Never know what could come of it.
I don't understand why we don't go for like a front post or a back post one. We all seem to bunch in the middle. Like there's no players on the front or the back post when we put them throws in.
We're so bad, it actually hurts.
You'd think eventually we'd score
no.
from one of these corners.
No! Oh, for
I mean,
God's
no
sake.
corners throw-ins.
I thought that header was going straight into path of Barnsley then. Come on.
The amount of those long throws that we have done this season, I think eventually we'd score one.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, eventually it would just like fall down to one of our players. What a ball that is.
Who is that that's just stood there and ball watched? Sunjic. Well, I can't.
It's half of our midfield, isn't it?
Literally. I feel like my six-a-side team could be playing better than this, to be honest.
Uh,
Struggling to stay awake watching it.
Genuinely.
There's a comment in the comment section. Karanka plays not to lose instead of playing to win. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Cosgrove! He's alive!
Right, okay, that's decent.
Let's be
Lecco
honest.
as well, right, okay, that's interesting.
So a few people said that earlier. Someone in particular went Lecco, Cosgrove, Bella, Sanchez, and then Halilovic as the.
We should have some sort of prize, shouldn't we, for who guesses the correct subs?
Yeah, we should.
I reckon. Do you reckon he's gonna move Sanchez into the centre and put
Oh,
Lecco
he's
quite
off
wide?
or off. No, that was not the right choice. I'm not a fan of that, but fine.
What, and he's kept Sun Yit Jong?
Yep, that was who I'd have taken off, but apparently not. He does seem to love Sunjic, though, to be fair.
If Karanka gets the sack, who the hell would you want the Blues job from Stephen Dredge?
For me personally, I'd say Ryan Lowe. All Hogan's off.
Yeah, that was expected. Hogan off, wasn't it?
I'd say Ryan Lowe at Plymouth got very promoted in his first full season managing them. Very young manager, up and coming. Got very promoted, then moved to Plymouth. Got Plymouth promoted. First time of asking. Now they're sat comfortably 10th, unbeaten in 2021. One of the best home records in the EFL.
Wow. That's some resume, that is.
Exactly, and he's like 41, 42, and it's like how Rowett was when we first kind of employed him, young and up and coming manager. And I think we could do with something like that. So no, that would be my preference, not one that many would mention, but I doubt Blues would look there, to be honest. The board prefer bigger names. Go on. For goodness sake.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I agree with what you said there. Bigger names, like, I don't get the reason behind that, because this club's always done well on people who aren't a big name or something. We've always been a very, we've always been a collective. We've always been a collective team. So
Exactly.
to bring in just like big names from out of nowhere, it hasn't worked, and it never did work.
Precisely. Oh, that's poor from Dean. Could have done more with that. 5 minutes left of this shower of shite. Time. We'll see if Blues can get anything.
Looks like we've gone 4-4-2, doesn't it? With Lecco and Cosgrove up top.
You up?
Yeah, from just the bits that we've seen, it kind of looks like 4-4-2 with Cosgrove and Lecco up top.
Actually, does a little bit, to be fair. Looking at it, I'd actually agree with you. Yeah, it does look like 4-4-2. I said this on the podcast the other day. We should go full Mike Bassett 4-4. It's a little. I don't know. It'd probably be a little too late now, if I'm honest.
To be honest, if you gave a Mike Bassett a half-time speech, we might win a couple of games.
We might, yeah. My personal favourite line is there are kids out there that'd die to wear that shirt.
I love it when he throws the water bottle at him, just the whole bottle.
That's brilliant. I think Karanka should be saying that, though. There are kids out there in Birmingham who would die to wear the shirt, but these lot probably wouldn't. So,
Bring back Barry Fry. Wow.
And yeah, no, like Marcus said in the chat, Plymouth to Blues, it would be a big move, but so was Burton to Birmingham. Like, it's big move, but it worked out. I just think we could do with something more young and promising and positive for a change. To be optimistic as well would be nice.
He's
but
also
no,
got to make a name for himself, hasn't he?
Hmm?
He's also got to make a name for himself. I think with Karanka, because he may have already made it in his head. So if you get someone who's passionate and wanting to make a career for himself, like, I think that might.
Precisely. He's a lovely guy as well. He's quite, active on social media. Interacts with fans a lot. He'd definitely give a lot more transparency than other managers have. And he'd be like Gary Monk in the sense that he'd be a bit more connected with the fans, because that is one praise I give with Gary Monk. Definitely a fan's favourite when in charge. Whereas, Gary Rowett kind of produced the more young and exciting football. Exciting is probably not the right word, but it worked. It was a fresh style that just paid off. But as no matter how ugly it might have been, it won us games. It's more than we could say for now. And this current crop. Go on, Cosgrove. Oh, he's done brilliantly there, to be fair. Go on, get there, son. Oh, what a ball. That is saucy.
Come on.
Come on, get the ball in. Corner. Come on, Blues. Corner now at the 89th minute. Can Blues nick something? Fat Cosgrove header. You can feel it. Please, Blues. Come on. Just a point. I'd take a point in a game like this. Decent ball. What a save. Tipped over the bar from Collins. Another corner for Blues.
Tries to do what they did in the first game of the season, didn't they?
Nope, apparently it's just gone straight over. Not even a touch from the keeper. Or he's been offside. I don't know, but it's a goal kick.
No, it's a goal kick. You can't be offside from a corner.
Yeah, so... I don't know, it looked like he got a touch on that, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Maybe at the bar.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it looked with that. They looked like Sanchez and Bella were trying to do what they did against Brentford, the first game of the season there.
That's a save.
I knew it was. I knew it bloody was. I saw it in live time that he got a touch on that.
That's very strange, that, isn't it?
I can't believe the Lino's given that as a goal kick. That's shambolic. But classic.
Free kick.
It could have been. I don't know.
Someone's just texting me saying it's a free kick. Well, anyway, we don't care. We need to win, so we'll get anything. We'll blame for anything at this point.
In fairness, since Cosgrove's come on, he's already become man of the match. He's actually played really well. In the brief
minutes added on.
That's all it takes.
5, that's good.
5 minutes added on. We've got a chance.
Uh,
Do you reckon we'll have one more chance to equalise before the game's over, or do you reckon that's it?
I reckon we'll get one more chance, but we won't score.
Actually, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I'm not even sure if we'll get one more chance.
Oh, it's just got to be Cosgrove. It's written in the stars. Come on, mate. I can hear Tiny Temper singing the song now.
Come on, we got the ball back. Come on.
No, you don't. Not anymore.
If there was a graph for this season, I genuinely think it would look like the maddest roller coaster ever. It would just look like this all the time. It's like you win one game, then you're losing another game. It's just like this constantly.
I feel like it'd be more just down, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I think recently it probably be a bit up and down.
Joe, I think the only reason we have frustrated Barnsley and their one moment of quality has prevailed and probably won them the game is genuinely down to the fact that we've been such a negative defensive team in this game. Most other teams, they've lost 3-1 or 2-1 because they've actually gone for the game more than we have, and that is just the case, and it hasn't worked out for them, unfortunately. But, at least if we go for the game, might actually have a chance of equalising or winning.
I love that optimism. It's just like trying to get something out of it, just make it.
3 minutes. I'd seen 2 goals scored in fewer time. Ask Sadio Mane when he played for Southampton.
I know, yeah.
Clayton Donaldson, Paul Caddis against Derby.
Exactly. We've done it before. Let's do it again, please. I beg.
Do we need to go and stick another banner outside Wastills to try and get there?
Actually, do yeah.
It's more aggressive this time.
Yeah,
so
this
it's
time it's just 2 words saying sack Karanka.
Or just stop being
Yeah.
this.
It's just got a picture of the goal on, so aim for this.
Oh, we've got a
Okay.
weirdo in the chat.
Victoria Danks is having a bit of a mad one in the chat. Come on, Wolves. Come on, Wolves. I'm not even going to read out the rest because it's all the fucking same.
I know. As a Blues fan, I like to spend my Saturdays watching football streams of teams that I don't support and shouting, "Come on, Blues!"
Yes.
My Saturdays.
How has he still got the ball? Oh, it's gone now.
How many? It was 5 added minutes, Renza.
And we're
Renza.
playing-
I'm sorry if I got your name wrong.
Done very well there to keep the ball and then the pass. At the
Well,
end.
come on, Blues. A minute and a half to go, and we've lost the ball already. Sensational, but we have a throw. Mark, get over there now. Please, I beg. Just come on. Find Cosgrove's massive noggin.
Massive noggin.
Somebody give him a ball. Why is Harley on it? What the... No. Well, Harley Dean's gone for a long throw, to be fair. That's actually not the worst throw I've seen. But that's a terrible header. Jesus, Blues. Oh! Come on! No! Oh, that was so close to going over the top and in behind. Why can't we just have that slice of luck? Would be appreciated. No, don't play it short.
No. Play it short. No.
No, don't play it short. So
We can put Roberts to cross the ball in. He's better at crossing it than throwing it.
That is true, actually.
Come on.
I just don't have faith in Jan Valery, not going to lie to you.
How do we never win a header?
Oh, no, that's it. Nah, 30 seconds to go. We've messed up the possible last chance. Karanka's fuming. I've never seen him that graphic before.
Was it a foul throw?
I don't know. He's given something, but he ain't happy. I've never seen Karanka up in arms like that before. Some bloody bold, fat Barnsley twat who won't leave the fourth official alone. Just bugger off. You've won the game. Why are you moaning? You bold. No, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm not
It was
mad.
a foul throw.
It was a foul throw.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't be arsed. Actually, can't be arsed.
Told you we should have gone
Friend
short.
played a more foul throw than that earlier, and that wasn't given. So how come that one is? I just no. Right, go, get there, out wide. Blues, Sanchez, do something. Get the ball in the box. Don't let the ref blow. Do not referee. Keep your
Put
whistle.
it in the box.
Go on, Jezza.
Put
Turn
it
it.
in the box.
Edison, put the ball in the box.
Across the ball.
Jeremy, in the box. Sanchez. Oh, be arsed.
Oh, he's put it straight wide as well. It's not even the corner.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He has to get that on target.
Oh, you're right. We did get one more chance.
Oh my god, how's he?
Oh,
Oh
that
my
is
god.
dreadful. That
Oh
is
my god, that's taking me
dreadful.
back to my primary school days.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. That's
my
horrific.
God, that is awful.
Oh no.
Even just laying that back to Gardner there. Oh my lord.
He had time to take another touch.
Oh my god.
He was in so much space, he could have taken another touch and tried to
And
bend
that's it.
around the keeper. That was the chance we spoke about,
Yeah,
the one
you're
chance
right. We had one more chance, and that was it. And
we've missed. No, Barnsley are shit. They don't deserve 7 innings. That's bollocks. I'm not even having it.
oh,
Anyone
God.
wants to tell me Barnsley are a good football side, you're wrong. Don't care. And,
Oh god, I hate losing so much.
That was absolute. Yeah, I hate losing, but then losing in that way is so depressing. So depressing when it's like it was just a boring game.
Mm.
Oh,
Joe, those are the sort of moments are the reason why we're going to go. We could go down.
yeah.
Those moments of just a clinical edge, just getting shot on target.
Isn't it crazy how different we were from the first half to the second half as well?
Exactly. I just don't understand how our momentum changes so much. I know Barnsley are in good form, but for me personally, we could have won that game. We genuinely could have won that game, or at least got a point from it.
If we
So I
just
think
went for a bit more,
has to
that's
go.
what we needed to do.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was depressing watching that. Like, literally for the fact that the last 15 minutes I was sat here thinking I wish it would end.
Yeah, literally. Oh.
I just wish it would end. I wish, yeah. But yeah. So what I keep forgetting to do. Well, it's gonna be very hard. What is the Barnsley guy doing to the fucking camera? Are you watching this? He was just. I don't know. Anyway, before it ends, who was your man of the match?
Sam Cosgrove. I'm not even joking at this point. He played a couple of decent passes that were better than the half decent passes that anyone had played all game. That's how low the standard is for a man of the match right now. I don't think Mark Roberts was too bad.
Yeah, I think Valerie played alright today.
Yeah,
I didn't see him that much though.
Gardner was a bit out of the game, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really stood out on the Blues team.
Harper did well in spells, but no, I'm genuinely going to give my man of the match award for me personally to a substitute who barely. That's it. Sam Cosgrove.
I
think
go on.
I think my man of the match goes to. I'm going to go on a bit of a long one here and say I'm going to give it to Alan Halilovic for remaining calm on the bench.
Coventry won 1-0 against Derby.
Oh, really?
That means Derby are sucked back into the relegation battle, really. Sonny Moore's equalised late on.
At least something happened good today then.
Exactly, if there's any plus points at all to today.
We all are on Twitter, yeah. If you look in the bottom left of our bottom left of our screen, of our little windows, you can see our wrong side, Tom. Wrong side.
Oh,
is it?
No,
Is
you were
it?
doing the right side.
That one?
Yeah, that side, yeah. I was an Oxland dude doing the wrong side.
Oh yeah, because my camera's flipped. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
So yeah, you can check us out on Twitter there. And we will be back. What's the next game? Is there a midweek game next week?
I think it is. Yeah, who'll be playing? Let's see.
But I imagine we'll be back for then as well. So for the next game, so make sure you're subscribing so you don't miss out, and give this a like as well. It helps us out. If you want to check out our Twitters and see what else like us three are up to, then please do. Like I said, it's on our screen. Cool. Did anyone have a look at what our next game is?
I'll look now. I was just catching up.
It is Bristol City on Saturday at home.
Oh, is it just next Saturday?
Nigel Pearson is going to pick us apart.
But yeah, so we'll be live for then. As you can tell, we're already excited for it. I hope you are too.
That'd be great.
But yeah, I think that'll be the end of the stream there then.
Nice one. Right, see you later, guys.